Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to be talking about my 2025 goals as a therapist who is about to be on maternity leave and whose practice is slowing down, but I still have lots of ambitious goals for this year that are all therapy related, and I just love consuming content like this around that week between Christmas and New Year's, because that's when I think a lot of people do their New Year's resolutions, goal planning, that type of thing. And I absolutely love hearing like people's detailed goals. I don't necessarily love the videos that are like, here's how I goal set. I want to know like what your actual goals are. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing my 2025 goals as well as some examples of goals you could have as a new clinician, as someone in grad school, and that might just be a little bit more applicable to you if you are getting into the field. But this is going to be a big brain dump of all these ideas for what you can achieve in 2025. So if that sounds of interest to you, just keep watching. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Allyssa Powers and I am a therapist in private practice, and I created this YouTube channel to teach you the things that grad school didn't so you can thrive as a mental health professional. If you like therapist-y content, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe and give this video a like. It helps my channel so much. Okay, let's get right into the context of what 2025 is going to look like for me. So I am going to be on maternity leave for the entire year, and probably just indefinitely, because I am due in February with my second baby. And if 2024 has taught me anything, it is that being a work from home mom doing telehealth while my child is being watched in our house is just not a good idea. And it's not even that I want to make it work. Honestly, I think that I want to stay home with my kids when they're little and be their main provider and caretaker. So it's not that I couldn't put my son in daycare and have, someone have the baby when I'm working, but to me, it's just not worth giving up those young years. So basically, I am on maternity leave. I actually have my last day of clients on December 18th, I want to say. It was a really bittersweet day where I felt like a huge sense of accomplishment that I started my own practice and it thrived so much, and I had amazing clients that I feel like I really got to impact. But at the same time, it was a huge sigh of relief for me, because even that week, my mom takes care of my son 2 days a week. My husband takes care of my son 1 day a week, so I could work those 3 days. And they were both sick, and then my son was sick. And so I was having to move people around like crazy, and I didn't have a following week to push people to because I was going to be done. So it was a disaster, and it just kind of reiterated that I am making the right choice. So that is my context for the year, just so you know, because these goals might look a little bit different. And then I also just wanted to throw out there that I absolutely love using Notion to write my goals out. So I'm not a person who sets really vague goals like be kinder to yourself. To me, that's like really hard to measure. I'm more into the SMART goal kind of format. I don't go that hard with it. Like I'm not writing out every little piece of that, but I like my goals to be measurable. And typically I do end up achieving all of my goals for the year, or at least close to it. And I think that is because I look at my Notion pretty much every day. If you're not familiar with Notion, it's basically a free program where you can customize it into like a planner, a to-do list. It can do so much. I definitely am like bare bonesing Notion, and I probably don't utilize it for like its full capacity. But I love putting my goals out on my Notion dashboard. And then the second thing I wanted to share that I think really helps me to internalize my goals and keep them top of mind, even when I'm in a busy season, is that at the beginning of the year, I will voice record on my phone a meditation where I say what I want to manifest and achieve for that year. So I'm hearing my goals like every single day, sometimes looking at them multiple times a day, at least looking at them weekly. So I feel like a lot of people are like, I hate resolutions and they always fail. And in my mind, I'm like, well, do you even remember what you wanted to achieve? And is it actually measurable? Because you're not going to get that dopamine if it's not measurable. So that's just a little disclaimer because I feel like I haven't heard those two things pieced together, and I consume a lot of like wellness and goal setting content this time of year. So that is my hot tip. Now, my goals for the year, I tried to list them out in a logical way. So as you know, if you watch my channel, I launched my website, AlyssaPowers.com, that goes along with this channel. I have one digital product so far. I'm selling an NCE study guide, which I need to do a better job of promoting because I feel like I've had decent sales on it, but I'm sure that there are more people that would be interested if I actually started mentioning it in more of my videos. So I have my website. I want to make digital products and ultimately make high quality CEs for therapists that are kind of two birds with one stone, helpful, modern education. So my first goal for the year is to become NBCC certified as a CE provider. Now, I have actually already done all the backup work to this. It is a crazy process. It is really confusing. It's really expensive. It was $800 to apply. And then I had to build a course from scratch, and they are going to look at it and give me feedback and let me know if it is approved or not. And it is a 3-hour burnout prevention ethics course that I am going to offer on my website for free for therapists indefinitely. If it gets approved, it's already there, but it is not approved yet. So don't try and take the course, but it does exist and I am super, super excited about it. And I will of course keep you updated on when it is approved for CEs, because we all need 3 ethics credits of CEs every 2 years. And that's exactly what this is. It's 3 credits. You can do it for free every 2 years as a refresher, or, just as you want to do it. So I'm really excited about that. And NBCC says that they will get back to you within 6 months. So I submitted this a couple weeks ago. We'll see how long it takes them to actually get through my application, listen to my 3-hour course, and give me feedback. Okay, going along with the CE theme, because it really is the biggest branch of my business that I'm trying to start up before baby comes, is that I want to create a paid CE offer along with my ethics CE, which will always be free. I want to have a paid CE that is about how to build a private practice, because I feel like I learned so much along the way. And there's actually an objective in the NBCC provider log of things you can talk about in CEs that is specific to building a business ethically. And I see a ton of business coaches on Instagram and online, but I have not seen anyone other than Zinni offer actual business coaching through a CE format. And even Zinni isn't really doing it that way. You have to buy their $2,000 program and then you get access to the CEs. You can't just buy them as a one-off. So I really feel like these coaches in this private practice world are making a killing, and I'm sure some of them are totally worth it, and I'm not dissing that at all. I think that's wonderful, and we need people who are going to teach other clinicians how to start and open a private practice, but I think if you can pay for that knowledge and also do continuing education that you need to have anyways, I just love that. So that is my hope, is to get that up and running. We will see. That's obviously going to be very involved, and I would like it to be around 10 credits and probably in the, I want to say like $300 range in terms of cost. So I want to do that. And then the last thing in terms of CEs is that I want to get my ethics course on page 1 of Google for SEO. So if you typed in therapist ethics CE free, I want to show up, and it is actually quite competitive. There are so many websites that have huge, like, you know, tons and tons of CEs. They've been doing this for years, like Pessy, you know, that they're just like rocking it. They not that I actually think that their trainings are that great, but they've been doing this for a long time, and that is like a business that has been formed for years and years and years. So competing with that, and there's a lot of sponsored people on Google too that are willing to pay for like Google ads, and I'm not. So trying to manifest that. That's a pretty tough one that takes a lot of time, but I do know how to do SEO, so I will be trying to do that. And then in terms of YouTube, which is also therapy related for me, I would love to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube in 2025. I think it's very possible. Basically, YouTube just grows steadily over time. The more followers you have, the more exposure that you get, but pretty much you just grow slowly. I don't think any of my content's going to ever go like insanely viral, but I'm okay with that. I would just like to see some substantial growth. And along with that, I want to keep posting once a week on Mondays for the year. We'll see how that goes with having a new baby, but the wonderful thing also about YouTube is it's super easy to work ahead and schedule things out. And then speaking of all these CEs that I've been talking about, I actually have to get going on finishing my CEs for the past 2 years. I think I have 25 credits left out of 30, and I already have my ethics ones done. So I want to find really good CEs that are like applicable to honestly something that I'm going to make in the future, just so I can see what's out there. Not that I would copy it, but just like it's good to kind of see what's already exists so you can make your program different and make it, I don't know, just applicable. So I will probably be looking for private practice related CEs, which there are not many. So that's in February, of course. It's like right before I'm supposed to give birth. And then last goal is that I would love to make $10,000 in passive income from my NCE guide, from YouTube, the ad money that I get, and also from my CE course that will hopefully be paid. So it doesn't feel like a lot, but I think as my first year having no income from my private practice at all, I think it's a realistic goal, and I would love it obviously if I could surpass that, but I don't want to put like make 50,000, make 100,000, surpass my income, because these things just take time and I don't want to rush. I want it to be really high quality, and my kind of theme for myself is do it once, do it right, and do it once. So like when I film a YouTube video, I try and do it right, and you put it out there once, and if it resonates with people, then it can help them for a long time. That is the beauty of the internet. And same with creating a course or something like that. You do it right, you do it once, it lives on, and hopefully it continues to make money and get more, word of mouth, and SEO takes time to build and all of that. So those are my goals. And quickly, I want to go over just some common goals I've had in the past when I was working with therapy clients. So a number one big one is to actually enforce your no-show late cancel policy. This is so hard for therapists to do, but let me tell you, you should do it. Along with that, raising your rates for the year. If you are in private practice, Everything is getting more expensive. Don't sell yourself short. I think honestly, a lot of clients are expecting your rates to go up, and it makes more sense to raise them a little bit at a time instead of staying at, say, $100 and then raising it to $150. Like, that's a huge jump. So raising rates is another thing that would be really, really helpful. I've also in the past had the goal of finding CEs that resonate with me. I guess really that is a goal for this year for me as well, but like finding high quality CEs that are helpful, that are inspiring, that help me to not burn out. And then only taking on aligned clients. So when I get a call from someone who sounds like maybe I could help them, but maybe we're not the best fit, being able to have a great referral list and just pass them on. So I think other goals I've had in the past were like being able to do walk-in talks with clients, being able to take care of myself between sessions, not scheduling too late in the day. Basically, boundaries with yourself as a therapist are so important. So I don't want to make this the longest video on my channel, but I love talking about this kind of stuff. If you are still here, then I assume you love goal setting too. And I would absolutely enjoy reading your goals for 2025 in the comments. You should let me know. Are you in grad school? Are you an intern? Are you a therapist? And what are you focusing on for this year? I just love the feeling of a fresh year. And I know in February, after I have my baby, my brain's gonna stop working for a little while because sleep deprivation and adjusting is going to be a huge focus. So I have lots of other family goals and financial goals and personal goals that I have not shared in this video because it doesn't apply in the same way, but just know you are a whole person. You deserve to take care of yourself. You are more than just a therapist, but I do think it can be a good reminder to take care of ourselves and start the year fresh. So if you're still here, please subscribe and I will see you next time. Bye.